More than 408,000 Nigerian refugees remain displaced across 3 neighbouring countries in the Lake Chad Basin despite ongoing repatriation efforts by the Borno State Government, according to the latest data from the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees. The 2025 UNHCR Nigerian Refugees and Repatriation Overview shows that 408,257 Nigerians are currently taking refuge in Niger, Cameroon, and Chad, having fled the protracted Boko Haram and Islamic State West Africa Province insurgencies that have ravaged the northeast since 2009. A closer look at the data obtained by the Punch revealed that Niger Republic hosts the highest number of Nigerian refugees with 258,653 individuals, primarily in the Diffa region near border towns including Kuluk, Gashua, Machina, and Malkotan. Cameroon follows with 126,892 refugees, most of whom are concentrated in the far north region, particularly at the Minawao refugee camp. Chad hosts the smallest population with 21,636 refugees, predominantly in the Lac Province around Baga Sola and the Ngala area. The displaced Nigerians originate mainly from Borno, Yobe, and Adamawa states in Nigeria's troubled northeast. Key areas of origin include Borno communities such as Banki, Polka, Madagali, Ngoshi, Madagali, Gwoja, Karawa, and Ashigashia. According to the UNHCR, the towns had borne the brunt of insurgent attacks over the past decade. The growing number of Nigerian refugee populations has defied significant repatriation efforts by the federal government and the respective state governments. According to the UNHCR dashboard, at least 26,473 Nigerian refugees returned home in 2025 through spontaneous and organized returns, bringing the cumulative total to 131,815 returnees since 2019. In February 2025, Governor Babagana Zulum of Borno State led a delegation to Chad to sign a tripartite agreement facilitating the voluntary return of 7,790 refugees. A similar agreement with Cameroon, signed in 2017, has led to 5,199 refugees returning in 2021, 2023, and 2024. In December, during a visit to Nigerian refugees at the Minawao camp in Cameroon's far north region, Zulum said his administration was ready to provide each of them with N$500,000 if they are willing to return home. However, ongoing insecurity in the northeast continues to hinder large-scale, sustained returns, the UNHCR report says. The Islamic State West Africa Province has escalated attacks since January 2025, launching at least 12 coordinated assaults on military bases across Borno State over 3 months, according to security analysts. In May 2025, ISWAP overran several army installations, forcing military withdrawals and displacing civilian communities, some of whom had been recently resettled by the Borno State Government after the closure of internally displaced persons camps in Maiduguri. The National Human Rights Commission reports that at least 2,266 people were killed by insurgents or bandits during the first half of 2025 alone, surpassing the total number of such deaths in all of 2024. June 2025 saw the most violence, with 606 deaths, including approximately 200 in a single attack in Yelwata, Borno State. While abductions decreased from 1,461 in the first half of 2024 to 857 in the same period of 2025, attacks on law enforcement and security personnel increased, resulting in the deaths of over 17 soldiers and more than 40 members of the Civilian Joint Task Force. Boko Haram and ISWAP have launched daily attacks on civilians and security forces, particularly in their stronghold regions of Borno and Yobe states, with ISWAP now demonstrating the ability to conduct near-simultaneous attacks on different sites using armed drones and advanced weaponry. Governor Zulum, in December 2025, visited the Minawao camp in Cameroon and pledged N$500,000 in cash assistance to each refugee willing to return home, with women-headed households receiving an additional N$100,000. The governor had assured the estimated 12,000 Nigerian refugees at Minawao that adequate security arrangements were in place in their home communities. A 2024 study published in Nature Mental Health revealed that over 70% of displaced individuals have endured trauma, manifesting in depression, anxiety, and post-traumatic stress disorder, even as psychosocial services remain woefully underfunded. Past repatriation efforts by the FG and states have sometimes led to redisplacement when returnees encountered renewed threats in areas where insurgents retain territorial control. The UNHCR survey of 71,222 refugees found that only 32%, approximately 23,000 individuals, expressed willingness to return to Nigeria. The country is grappling with an internal displacement crisis, with 3.5 million persons displaced across multiple regions. The Northeast alone accounts for 2.3 million IDPs, primarily due to insurgency and communal clashes.